This is our first combined new mod video for FS25 and FS22. We're going to start with FS25 mods. All platforms got 3 new, and PC and Mac players got 1 new. And FS22's got 15 mods. Crossplay's got 5 new and 8 updates. And PC and Mac players have 2 updates. Let's rock and roll. First up, we've got some new weights. This is the Suer weight pack. These are from Red Cat 3D. And we got some pretty cool stuff through here, including colors, which is very nice. Now they start with black, however, we can add whatever we want, which is nice. Make sure you've got the unlimited color mod, because I don't know if that's possible without it, but I'm doing all my testing with that mod. These are available in 4 different weight sizes. We've got 700, 1000, 1600, and 2400. Next up, we've got the free water tank from Black Sheep Modding. This is going to cost you $500. It is exactly what it sounds like. You pull up and you get free water out of it. If you're curious where to find this, go to the top portion here, go over to containers, and right there it is. And your last new one for all platforms today for FS25 is the Multifruit and Liquid Silo. It has gotten that written on both sides. This is where you're going to discharge, and then over here is where you get all of your liquids from. Capacity is total 1 million liters. However, one of the really awkward things is no milk of any kind is allowed. Is it really multi-fruit at that point? Come on. And your last one today for FS25 is for PC and Mac players. This is the enhanced fill type categories. It's from Wobster. What up, dude? Mod enhances the available fill types for lime being added to manure spreaders, fertilizer spreaders, and auger wagons, which is very cool. And then water's added to slurry tanks. That's all the mods for Farm Sim 25. Now, let's jump over to Farm Sim 22. First up, new for all platforms, we have the Tatra Phoenix RHD 6x6 Agro-Truck. This is just one of like a bunch of these that we have now, but it is the RHD 6x6 version. Just look at the name, should be a little bit easier to find. 462 horsepower on here with a variable transmission, 440 liters of fuel, 49 miles an hour, and 9.6 tons. Got the hiccups. I'm eating Thanksgiving leftovers today. It was good. Wheel brands, we got Trelleborg, we've got Michelin, Continental, BKT, and back end again. Attachments, we do have a trailer hitch around towards the very back, and we have color options as well. We do have the green and red, and all in the rim colors. Not too shabby in there either. Not a whole lot to talk about this one, unfortunately. It sounds pretty good. Everything works. I dig it. Next, we've got something very cool. This is the Case CX 350D in case construction. In here we have 2 excavators, 1 regular and 1 telescopic, and then we've got quite a few different grapples to go along with it. Let's start off with customization. We have 340 horsepower, variable transmission, 600 liters of fuel, and it goes 6 miles an hour. No shocker there. We also have a sliding cabin of yes and no. Cabin protection, yes and no. Windows, tinted or standard. Fast coupler auto tilt, yes and no, which is very nice to see. We also have main color. So here's your main color palette. Here's our main color palette number 2, which is going to change up all that. And then tracks color. You can change those up as well if you would like. Then over here on the telescopic, we have the same thing, except we also have a telescopic arm extension. So it starts at 16 meters, and you could do 8 meters if you want to as well. So it's not going to be too wild and crazy. And yes, telescopic means it's going to be sticking it out. That is an absolutely massive extra boom on there. That's what would you even need this for? I love it. I just don't know. And then everything else, as mentioned, is the same. Then we have quite a few things. So we have the long grapple for the dangle and fixed. Then we have the long grapple, dangle, and fixed. These are a little bit bigger. We also have another big log grapple for the fixed and the dangle. And then we also have butt and top. You can't put that in there. Expect me not to giggle. We also have the feller buncher. We have some wood harvester headers, clamshell bucket, which is very cool, universal bucket, and a tools adapter, which is awesome, and adapts it to front loader tools by the looks of it. How neat is that? Very, very cool indeed. This thing's ridiculous. I love this so much. That's so cool. Let's see if we can bring it back in. There we go. Yeah. It's just a big old excavator, dude, and I love it. I'm just trying to figure out how in the world I'm gonna get this in a thumbnail. Yikes. Also, if you're curious, it will actually go like up. You just have to kind of get it just right. Let's see, there we go. You can angle it to go upwards. That is insanely long. Goodness gracious. You can do a lot with this. Next, we have the IMAK grain trailer CG28500. On here, we can hold all of your standard auger wagon crops, 28,500 liters of them, weighs 8 tons. As far as everything else goes, we have Trelleborg, Michelin, Rice tires, very cool with a standard. It's standard 2 set. This is nice, man. We got a great setup of wheel options through there. Very cool, and it's absolutely beautiful. It is from IMAK themselves and ML Studio, who I imagine is the modder that brought them over. Absolutely great job. Next is one of the most impressive buildings that we have seen from IMAK yet. This is their 3 stars garage, and it is something else. First things first, to find it, go to your buildings, go to tools, and it's going to be right here. You can change up all different kinds of colors. Pretty much whatever you're looking for, you've got in here, which is great news. Now, we have automatic lights around towards the outside, manual lights on the inside, and right here, we got a place where you can customize the vehicles that are in here in the shop. All of these are opened through just tapping the door itself, and it looks like we can open them from the outside as well, which is great news. Along towards here, we also have another door, which could go inside. Lots and lots of detail, which I love so much. Around towards the side, here's a place to pull in like a semi-trailer or truck or tools, anything that you've got, you're good to go. Also, there are no doors around the back, nor are there any doors on this side. So you could put this in a corner and it'll actually work really well for you. This has also been submitted for Farming Simulator 25 as well. I do have access to that mod, so hopefully in the next few days, I will have a preview for you for that in 25, so stay tuned for that. And lastly, we have a gas station. This is a new level of convenience to your farm with fuel barrels. Now you can place fuel barrels anywhere around your farm and easily refuel from your barrels. Very cool. $1,000. I like this. Also looks pretty cool. I mean, it's like old barrels with a little gas can on top, a little makeshift spigot on there, and then you've got a forklift with a pallet lift with a pallet. This is cool. Now that is it for the new ones for FS22. Everything else is an update, starting with all platforms. We have Mittelberg version 1.001. Bug fix for game crash, bug fixes for floating objects, and fixed faulty animation. Next up, we have the new Holland CX version 1.01. Pipe control group corrected, improved the interactive control. Now mouse control is disabled when IC is selected. Great news there. Screen showing tank capacity and type of fruit. Pipe working camera, so the working camera mod is needed for that. That is PC only, heads up, even though it's an all-platform mod. Pipe warning signs and header color configuration. A super epic and very popular mod, Selectable Bale capacity is up to 1.5 now. They've added a store configuration option to all balers to be able to select a wider pickup with thanks to Gaming Joy. They've also set silage bales to ferment in half the time of normal, which is also great news. Next up, we have the Stoll Frontloader GTA Xylon pack showing as 102. However, I have no idea what has changed here because there is no update whatsoever. Next is our Joskin Transpace 8000 Advantage version 1.01. Bug with incorrectly moving discharge trigger has been fixed. Corrected the deficiency on the trailer 46250L protruding beyond the tarpaulin, improved the wheel arches penetrating the tires, chaff trailer 57092L revised, and added option to raise and lower axles 1 and 3. Next is our Lizard front counterweight pack version 1.001, improved the physics and fixed collision. Next to last, Pig Feed Silo 1.1, new texture cycles adjusted, lamp removed, and teleport point added. And your last update for all platforms just in time for DjGoHam, Christmas decorative package version 1.1. Fixed the lights that don't turn on, readjusted the light triggers, and readjusted the sled scales. Hey, bring this on to Farm Zone 25. Let's go. Lastly, let's talk about updates for PC and Mac players. First is the Joskin Transpace 8000 Advantage. This is the same as the crossplay version. Also, if you're curious, it's the second one out of 2. But yeah, updates are the same for these. And the only other mod today, the Avers-Agro Weight Pack version 1.001, improved the physics and fixed collisions and updated the vehicle shader and rust texture. These are also the same as the Lizard front counterweight pack, although it doesn't have rust. And there you go, there it is. That is all of the mods for today. I was a little bit hesitant on doing an FS25 and 22 mod video together. Really wanted to separate them, but like there was 1 minute worth of mods for FS25 today, so Figured this would work okay. If you would like them split in the future, please voice your opinion and let me know so I can do what works best for you. Nonetheless, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, get subscribed if you do, join the DjGoHam fam, double check that notification bell, that way you never miss videos like this one. Released the news video a little earlier today, so go check that out if you haven't seen it already. Otherwise, hope you have an awesome weekend. If you got some time off, please enjoy it, playing Farm Sim or doing whatever you want. Regardless, have a good one. I'll catch you in the next one.